So you telling me, as a younger black woman in life but old for marriage, you're concerned with a middle-aged woman thinks?
And my mom and dad too, they're not going to be happy about that. They're not going to be happy. But I'm happy.
I'm done. I'm really done.
Mm-hmm.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you? Can I not be on
That's
camera?
Fine. That's good. How old are you?
Okay. I'm 28.
28. So winter is coming. Yeah. What do you got for me?
Well, I agree with your topic. I used to think that all men just wanted sex for me, but as soon as I started giving them sex, they kept coming back for more. There is somebody that I am interested in, but I can't admit that I am crazy. And
you are what? You are what?
I'm a little crazy.
Okay.
And right now I'm in therapy trying to get myself together because, not saying that all men are bad, but the ones that I have encountered in the past weren't really great. But yeah, there's some good men out here. It's just not a lot of them.
So what can I help you with?
I used to think, sometimes I think men do just want sex from a woman. They just want to have.
Yes, that's all we want. Yes. You're not. What? Okay.
So at first she came in saying that it wasn't all about, she thought that men just wanted sex, but they keep coming back because they want sex from her. Then she turns around and says, I think that that's all they want, which I think at the end of the day, what she was expecting was a pump and dump, but they keep coming back and you're crazy and you're in therapy. So what's really going on here? So obviously, and a lot of women get this confused. They think that, okay, once a man sleeps with you once, you know how much work a lot of times, unless you're just some special dude or a celebrity, you know how much work a dude has to go through to get you in bed a lot of times? And to just hit you once and maybe just let that be it after a while. A lot of times, most dudes aren't like that unless there's really something wrong with your hygiene or he finds out that you're extremely crazy, blowing his phone up afterwards, being neurotic and stuff like that. Then that's an issue. But a lot of times, most dudes are trying to keep as many in rotation as possible until he can determine to upgrade you to basically one of them, his main chick at the end of the day.
We're not your friends.
Understand.
And I still don't. And not to give why are you already playing it? I think a lot of women are so pretentious, even in marriage and even a lot of relationships, and just in general, that they think that if a man first sees you, that he sees you and I'm not gonna say her name, but I'm gonna say her name. Bianca. I did a video on Bianca where she was quoting scripture and all these things on there and saying there's tons of men in my DM and it's not because of this, it's because they recognize I'm a wholesome, righteous woman, so on and so forth. Man, cut it out, dude. Like, dudes, when we see you, we're visual creatures, so when we see you, we see something that we are sexually wanting to get with at the end of the day. We don't see you as someone that, she would be wholesome in terms of, creating a family and raising kids, or I would love for her to teach me how to read or interpret scripture for me, or she looked like that she could make a mean casserole. Dudes don't care about that shit, but I don't know why women get so caught up into that. A lot of these things you have to prove to a man what you're able to bring. I hate to say bring to the table, but what you're able to do for him, especially if he's a successful man. Y'all be trying to prove stuff a lot of times to these Pookie and Ray Rays.
Before 1920, 9, men and women did not socialize together because we're not your effing friends.
I agree, but I mean, then why some of my colleagues or friends go out with their partners all the time? Like the guy that I'm talking to right now, we go out all the time and we consider each other as best friends before we're married. I thought
Look,
that was the idea.
okay, you're asking me why your coworkers go out with their partners? You mean
And why do women keep calling and asking them this stuff? Like they're looking for some validation of, he really does want me as a friend. He really does want me as a friend. I'm really a good person. I had him in the friend zone for 5 to 6 to 8 to 12 years, and he was always there for me, and he never asked to smash.
husband or their wife?
Yes, just
Because
friends
they're
in general,
husband and wife.
prior before marriage too. You do
Okay,
things as
do
a
you
couple
know those
before.
people before marriage?
Yes, yes,
Were they engaged?
yes, yes.
Then, man, they were in a committed relationship.
Yeah.
You're supposed to go out with the person you're in a relationship with.
Right, but why don't certain men see long term in women? Like,
Why do you mean certain?
why-
Why don't you ask me this? See, this is what you ladies do. You're not just direct. What is the problem?
Yeah.
Don't ask me why certain men.
Yeah.
Are we talking about a man you like right now?
Yes.
Then ask me about the problem with him, not certain men. Don't use softening words. Tell me the issue, please.
Well, I'm sorry, I'm a little nervous, but I am seeing someone that's significantly older than me, and I feel like it's a lot of issues because I'm worried about what people would think because of the age gap. The age.
You're worried about what?
between us.
You worried about what? Who would think? Women?
My family.
Women?
Yeah, women too.
Are
Yeah.
the women that you worried about what they would think married?
No.
Then why do you care what a bunch of spinsters think? Single women keep women single. Black women. How many times do I need to say that?
Yeah.
I could spin around. Kevin has said this a few times, and I think we all know this in our community. It's very rare you find, and I just had this conversation the other day. You tell too much of your business to your girlfriends, hoping that they'll be happy for you. Or you talk shit about the man that you're with, and he could be a good man, and they'll be co-signing the shit because they really don't want, they can't find a man that's doing the same shit that this guy is doing. And she's dating an older man, and this guy may be a solid dude, may have his stuff together, is able to provide for her, take care of her, and you're afraid of what other people. So why are we so concerned about what other people think? This is what's wrong with marriages and relationships. We want to get input from the outside. We want to know that it's okay with them. It's not about how I feel. Or women, a lot of times, they let their feelings get not manipulated but changed based off of what somebody else's opinion. And you end up missing out on a good thing because you're consulting other people who've never had a successful relationship. Bro.
Women like you can't go on and be happy with somebody because you're worried about what a bunch of old hags think.
Yes, I'm really nervous. It's like,
Why? Why? You want to be one of them?
not necessarily.
Then keep doing this shit. You will be.
But I'm sorry, I keep saying but.
Excuse me?
I keep saying but. I know I don't want to keep saying but. I just, I have a habit of pushing.
How old is this woman that's talking? And how old is the dude who she's talking to? It makes you wonder, like, why, like, in dating, why did we come up in this time? that we got to deal with all this foolishness that's going on right here, man.
And people away, like good men. And I want to stop that. I really do, because
I'm not worrying about what single women think.
I just worry because he could be my father, and
so.
But he's well off.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Then leave him and go buy a goddamn dog. You're 28, right?
Yes.
You're not an effing child. You're almost 30 years old. I'm not gonna sit here and coddle your feelings. Leave the man alone. Go buy a goddamn dog. Line up to be a spinster like Big Mama and your auntie and them. And then let Becky go get him. Because see, non-black women don't have this.
And Becky will get him. Like you said, non-black women don't have this problem of going through this mental gymnastics of what are they gonna think? Oh, nah.
Problem. Y'all got this problem because you're worried about the women who raised you to be dysfunctional, what they think about the men you pick. Why do you give a shit what they think? Because they couldn't pick a man. And what you're really afraid about is if she had her shit together, she could have had one too.
Facts.
Yes, I do have some older white friends that say, "Oh, well, if you're not going to treat him white, then I'm
older friends."
Yes.
What do you mean older friends?
Like people that I know, they're a little bit older than me too.
How much older?
Like 45. Like I have a friend. She's
how much older?
My ex-wife. Just to give you a quick example. My ex-wife. We were married for I can't say happily, however she felt about it, but she was listening to women in their 40s who've never been in a strong, solid relationship, marriage, if they were married, never lasted, are struggling to pay their rent and all this stuff. She listened to them and decided to go be roommates with these women. And she still hasn't progressed in her life. Because these women, oh, you need to do this, blah, 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 blah. And it's a lot of women doing that. And as Kevin said, you're going to end up alone with nothing, struggling, and you're going to leave it for your kids to pay for your funeral. And you begging your kids for money.
45?
Yeah.
She's not a friend. She's your competition.
Mm-hmm.
Young lady.
Yes.
Move and cut these old women off. Because the woman I'm talking to right now.
And what does that, when you think about it, what does that say about you if you're a woman in your 40s hanging with women in their 20s and early 30s? You're a 40-something-year-old woman hanging with these younger women. I know you want to be young, but what does that say? And then
her relationship. You've told me more about what these MFing women think, and instead of telling me what he wants and how to make him happy. You spend your time talking to me about them instead of asking me about him. Then go.
This is what they do. This is what they do. They're more concerned about what they want than what the man that's provided for them wants. This is what they do.
Be with those birds.
Yes. Well, he does want a family. See, we both.
I don't. Did you hear what I just said?
Yeah.
What did I say?
You told me to cut my competition off.
I said you have spent more time talking to me about what a bunch of older women think, rather than asking about how to make it better with you and your man.
Yes.
That is crazy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I realize that this is a lesson learned, and I don't want to repeat the same cycle that I had before.
What does a 45-year-old woman have in common with a 28-year-old woman? Do you guys work together?
No, just old school buddy that I met before.
What do you mean old school buddies?
I met this individual when I was in undergrad.
And this old one?
Yes.
She's unmarried too, right?
Yes. Yes.
So you telling me, as a younger black woman in life but old for marriage, you're concerned with a middle-aged woman thinks?
And my mom and dad too, they're not going to be happy about that. They're not going to be happy. But I'm happy.
I'm done. I'm really done.
Mm-hmm.
I've got no more patience for this kind of silliness. Your mom and dad made their decisions.
Facts.
Is the man, what does he do for a living?
He's a pathologist.
He's a what?
A pathologist, a doctor. Well, autopsy.
Is he successful?
Yes.
So you mean you're
A pathologist. Did you say autopsy? He's successful, 45 years old. Questionable whether this, some guys we can say 45 is in your prime, that silver fox age. He's established. He can provide for you and a family. And you're worrying about what?
Your father would not like you being with a successful man? You mean your father wouldn't want you being with a successful man who can provide for you and take care of you?
He would, but you're my
then full stop right there.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we care about as fathers first. I would rather my daughter be with a man that's 20, 30 years older than her if he's going to be a better provider and take care of her than with a man who's 2 years older than her who ain't got nothing. Mm-hmm. Have you ever sat down and asked your father what he wants for you?
No.
Then stop making up shit. Mm-hmm. The stories we tell ourselves. Mm-hmm. You're going to fuck this up.
Yeah.
You're going to mess this up. Because all in your mind is worried about, you should be worried about your best outcome and your best life. Mm-hmm. But somebody along the way told you that you owe somebody. You owe this old bird that went to college with you who couldn't get her shit together. That's why she's back at school. Because what I say, one of the first places that we've been taught to run when things ain't going right in our personal lives in Black America is back to school. Mm. It's dysfunctional to have a 45-year-old single woman as your friend at 28. That's just not healthy.
Right.
You don't know what your father...
I seen it firsthand. And I still see it to this day. Don't understand it. And everybody's single. This woman already lived her life. Unhappy, as Kevin said. Once you reach 45, was it? As a woman, once you're over 45, you're generally unhappy. And then you're delving into this whatever, man.
Thinks, but you're putting all this stuff on them. You know what your aunts, them, and all them folks think because they screwed their lives up. Mm-hmm. And they be like, that man old enough to be with me. Do you think he want to be with them? Nope. But hey, go ahead and screw it up. Go ahead and screw it up and then go on down the subway and get you somebody they hiring. And then you can always sit back and realize, you know what, I had something that could have worked, but I didn't feel like I deserved success, so I decided to screw it up to make my aunt happy. Right. Guarantee you right now, losing ain't gonna make them like you anymore. They gonna just think you're stupid because they gonna like, damn, she had all that going for her and she had the college degree, she had it all. They gonna...
Kevin preaching right now because that's what happens. You do exactly what these old birds say, and it's not gonna make them like you any better. It's not gonna make you more of a stand up. Yeah, you showed him. You don't need to be dealing with nothing like that. They're gonna be looking like, huh? You just screwed that up. You did this, and the same. These women who take advice from these old birds are they're very impressionable. I mean, women in general are very impressionable when it comes to just women, other women. It takes a very special woman to have a mind of her own.
They need to watch a show called The Corner. Gary talked about this. Losing doesn't make losers like you. They resent you for losing and being like them.
Well, I'm in grad school right now.
I don't care.
And
I don't care. I don't care. I don't care about any of that. That does not change the relationship. Don't care. I don't care about grad school, this and that. I care about the fact you're in a relationship with somebody who wants to be with you and you're doing your best to fuck it up.
I did.
And so when you become a bitter black woman, you can't complain and blame nobody but yourself, because this is going to be on YouTube. Whether your face ain't there, your voice is still there. You'll at least know somebody told you the truth. So you screwed up, it's your fault.
Facts.
Yeah. Right.
That's what I mean.
Well, I like your content and I like watching you every day.
Okay. Well, don't watch.
It's that saving grace.
Act on good counsel. Have a good day. We're the only in our community, in the black community, black women have been so programmed. Oh, don't age gap date. Don't date a guy that's older than you. Oh, they're dirty. They're pedophiles. They're this, they're that. They're telling you this because they're your competition. The people who are telling you this are older women, not men.
It goes the same thing for you ladies who have those gay besties and they be talking shit about the man or whatever. But you got to realize these gay besties, y'all competing for the same resource. Stop it!
And you don't realize they're player hating you.